Oh, it's going to be a good video. We're going to talk about the art of paying yourself. So I'm here in Atlanta. We're at the Grand Hyatt. This is the Traffic Sales and Profit 2025 Mastermind event. But beside all that, me being out of Houston, I was just thinking about it. A lot of people that we work with, and a lot of people in general, before they come to work with us, have no idea how much they need to be paying themselves. And there's a lot of people that whenever they pay themselves, they either pay themselves too much or they pay themselves not enough. So we're going to get into the bottom of that. We're going to talk about that because paying yourself is extremely important. Let's touch on the people that don't pay themselves enough because I used to be this person. I never forget in the beginning of my business, whenever I first started, I had a goal. I'm going to pay myself $20,000 to $30,000 a year. When I say pay myself, meaning putting myself on payroll and paying myself a W-2 salary. So I was paying myself $30,000 a year. And over the years, as I got better in entrepreneurship and I had a better understanding of what I was doing and I learned more, I realized that I was doing myself a disservice. I realized that paying myself too little had a lot of different things that weren't good for the business. Number one, paying myself not enough whenever it was time to look for investors or look to sell my business, paying myself not enough salary actually will hurt my business. It'll hurt the value of my business. And here's why. Let's say you're somebody that you're making, who knows, $500,000, 1 million, 2 million plus in your business, and you're paying yourself a salary of 30,000, 40,000, 50,000, 60,000. And your business has enough profit to pay you more. Because there is a difference between not paying yourself enough money because your business isn't profitable. And if your business is not profitable, you need to be working with a company like mine because we'll help you become profitable. But that's a different story. So if you have enough profit in your business and you're not paying yourself enough money in salary, what ends up happening is the moment you try to sell your business, a savvy business owner, a savvy entrepreneur is going to say, you know what, you're paying yourself $40,000 in salary, but you really should be paying yourself $120,000. And so you have a bigger profit in your business. You're really overvaluing your profit by $80,000 because you're not paying yourself enough. So I, as a savvy investor, am going to say, I need to bring down the value of your business by that much. Because if I buy your business and I have to go hire a CEO and the CEO's salary is 120, but you're only paying yourself 40,000, I need to figure out how to come up with that $80,000 difference. Because if I buy a business, do I want to be the one running it? No, I want to hire somebody that is capable of running it, and they have to be paid properly. So people that underpay themselves whenever they run their business, you're doing yourself a disservice. A lot of times when people underpay themselves, it's because they're trying to figure out how to save money in taxes. And I used to be that person until I realized that there were tax planning things that I can do to help me to lower my tax, to be able to pay myself appropriate salary and pay much less in taxes. And if you work with us and you're one of our clients, let me know in the comments because I'm sure you can comment about some of your situations that you've had with us, some of your meetings where we've helped you to save money in your taxes, right? So I say that to say, you want to pay yourself a reasonable salary and you want to pay yourself a market salary. And there are different websites that you can go on to get this information. If you're interested in that, let me know in the comments and I'll definitely give you the links to where you can go and you can figure out what are the best salaries that I can not only pay myself as a CEO, but pay the people that work for me. Now, for the people that pay themselves too much, let's say your business is generating a really healthy profit and you're paying yourself $300,000, $400,000, $500,000. I mean, when it comes to selling your business, that may not be a bad thing. That actually might help your business. But paying yourself too much now puts yourself in a place to where you might end up paying even more taxes than what you're supposed to be paying. So you have to find that perfect salary that's not too little and it's not too much. And there's a perfect salary in there. And as you work with professionals, they can guide you in the right direction of figuring out, okay, what is it that I need to be paying myself? But for the people that are not paying themselves properly, right, that are paying themselves too little, and we talked about that earlier, we mentioned that person. This is extremely, extremely important. Because a lot of times what ends up happening is we pay ourselves too little, and then what do? We take more money out of the business. We take owner's draws, distributions, and we're not taking it each quarter. We're taking it whenever we feel like it. We may not even go into the bank to withdraw the money. We're swiping away with our card in the business. So now we're commingling all our personal expenses with our business. And now our books are jacked up. Our books are all over the place. They're not organized. They're not structured. They don't tell the story of our business. And matter of fact, what ends up happening is you devalue your business because there's a thing called equity in your business that lowers every time you use the money for personal expenses and you don't reimburse the business. It brings down the valuation of your business. So it's extremely important that you pay yourself a good salary, because now if you pay yourself well, you won't have to take money out of the business whenever you feel like it to support your lifestyle. We're in 2025, y'all. It's really, really, really hard to live on $30,000 a year or $40,000 a year as your salary. Everything is up. Inflation's up. The prices of everything's up. Eggs are expensive. And so if you're not paying yourself properly, if you're not paying yourself to be able to even live comfortably, then what ends up happening is you have to take the money from somewhere. You got to pull it out the business. You got to pull it out your savings. And you don't want to do that. So it's imperative that we pay ourselves properly. Because of all those factors that I talked about. Now, if you want, for someone like us, we can help you to do some salary analysis. We can have a consultation. We can have a meeting to talk about this more in depth. But I think it's a great thing because obviously whenever you do pay yourself properly, that is a business deduction that you can take on your tax return. You can write that off. And then on top of that, let's say it's time for you to go buy anything of importance. Let's say a house. Let's say a car. You can show them your W-2s that you're paying yourself a six-figure salary, and they're going to look at you and be like, okay, I don't necessarily have to go look and ask for all this business information. I don't have to ask for business bank statements, receipts, all these things that I have to ask because people are not paying themselves properly. You have a W-2 of 120, 150,000. That is strong enough for me to feel comfortable in financing you and giving you a loan. So paying yourself serves so many different purposes, and it's imperative. I wanted to make this video to talk about that because I'm seeing a lot of people are misguided. They're seeing things online, on social media, that's making them say, I shouldn't do this, I shouldn't do that, I shouldn't pay myself properly because I'm going to pay too much in taxes. I shouldn't pay myself properly because this is going to happen or that's going to happen. And I'm here to tell you from a professional speaking, from a CPA that's been in business for 16 years now, and then even before I was in business, I was in corporate working. I've seen so much over the years that a lot of these things that you see online are lies. And they're not here to help support to grow your business, because ultimately, for me and my company, what we want to see happen is more people grow their businesses and be able to sell them at the maximum price that they can get. I want you to think about this. Imagine your business as an asset, because it is an asset, but a lot of times we don't look at it like that. But think about it as an asset the same way you would think about buying a house and renting it out to somebody or Airbnb-ing it. So if you buy a house and you have a tenant that moves in and they're paying you once a month, you're getting income. Or if you Airbnb it, you're getting income. So you're getting income, and then when it's time to sell it, now you get that income as well. But a lot of times what ends up happening in the entrepreneurship world is we get the income from our business, but we don't end up selling it to get that income. And so we're here to say, you know what, how can we sell our businesses for the maximum amount possible? And this is one of the things that a lot of people don't even touch on. Paying yourself properly so that the value of your business does not come down. So this is important. And I hope you guys got some value from this. If you have any questions or comments, leave them in the comment section. And we'll talk soon. Until next time.